Hey, what's going on, Agents for Life? Welcome to podcast 215. I'm super glad you're here. This is the inaugural podcast for 2024. Whatever 2023 was, good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter. It's in the books, it's behind us, it's history. We are moving forward with a clear, clean slate, and doesn't it look beautiful? It's a nice time to live. There is so much opportunity in this space, and it really is exciting. So 2024 is here. If this hasn't clicked for you, this is your click year. Write it down, put it on the wall, inscribe it in your mirror with lipstick, whatever you got to do. 2024, this is your year. I'm going to talk a little bit about that here in a few minutes, but got some really cool things today. I want to go over my goals for the year just to help inspire you. Some of this has to do with you all, and some of it I'm asking for your help. And I just want to put it out there. So some of it's accountability for me just to be put myself out there. And you can see what's going on in the Madhouse Workshop in Arizona, the fresh from the Agents for Life lab headquarters, and what we have brewing in 2024 and what's coming out. So, anyways, before I jump in to all of this fun stuff, I really want to talk just about a couple of things. Number one, and you're not gonna tire, hopefully, of hearing me say this, but National Training Conference, March 7th through 9th. You got to get yourself to Orlando, Florida, however you can. The link is in the show notes. Get your tickets and get there because the brightest minds in insurance will be there, and some of that will rub off on you. You'll come back a changed person. I always do. I will be there, and I want to meet every one of you if we haven't. And I want to hang out with you. We're going to have dinner. We're going to strategize and all the fun things. So please get yourself out to the conference March 7th through the 9th. Second thing, January accountability. If you haven't joined us on Fridays at 3 o'clock, my Zoom link, come on in, 3 o'clock Arizona time. Come on in and report, tell how you did, declare your number for the week. And if you hit it the next week, I'm giving out leads, okay? Leads and lead credit to people that achieve their goals. So let's get after it. Hopefully it's a little bit of a spark of motivation for you to hustle, because Friday you come, the good, the bad, the ugly, it's all getting reported, and we want some good. So we are looking for that, and we're looking for all of you to be showing up, helping us with that accountability. Okay, last thing though is this. I have had a little leadership thought that I wanted to share, and this comes from Tim Tebow. If you were with us last year and you came to the National Training Conference, Tim was the keynote speaker. And one of the things that he talked about was the setback versus the comeback. I thought that was the coolest idea. And I've thought about it off and on many, many times ever since this talk that he gave, or this speech. And his whole idea is that there is no comeback without a setback. So setbacks are not fun. They're ugly. They're negative. It means, you didn't run the plays. You dropped the ball. There were some fumbles. Maybe you missed a punt. Whatever happened, it wasn't good. And there was setbacks that mean you didn't perform as well, and you're probably losing. About halftime, all the locker room speeches. Yeah, setback time, right? You go in there, kind of hanging your head and sitting down. This is what Tim Tebow's experience has been. He's got setbacks, right? The failures, setbacks. But there's two ways to look at a setback. Number one, that's it. You just look at it, you see it's a failure. We're doing horrible. I can't believe it. Woe is me. Victim mentality, right? Setback. Or you can say, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity for a comeback. And what's a comeback? Comeback is when you come out of the second half of the locker room and you're fired up because your coach said something in there, and you dominate the second half. You come back and win. You come back. Okay, if 2023 was a setback for you, 2024 is your comeback. And that's how you got to see it. Okay, if you're looking at it from the negative mindset, and I can't believe it, it was terrible and all that, and that's it, then yeah, 24, guess what's going to happen in 2024? You're going to self-prophesy everything back into existence once again. And maybe it's been 3 years since you've really had a win. Well, that's your setback. 2024 is your comeback. It's time to change your thinking. Okay. Everyone loves the underdog story. Go be the underdog. We've already had the failure, maybe. You know what? That just makes an awesome story, doesn't it? So there you go. Let's look at 2024 brand new. We have a fresh plate, and let's just go. Let's just go make it happen. There is no reason why anybody who's listening to me can't be a part of a major win this year. The comeback. Let's have it be the comeback year. Okay, so enough of that. I'm gonna go into my goals really quick. And this is the cool stuff that I've been working on. I spent the last couple of weeks over Christmas break. What do I want 2024 to look like? What do I want to do? How can I button things down? How can I improve? What do I need to work on? How do I, all those things. And hopefully you've done a lot of reflection as well. Well, number one, I got to keep selling and producing. Okay. That's probably going to be on your list as well, because very few of us can just walk away from selling at this point in our businesses. You have to build quite a business to walk away. So, selling and producing, I got to pay my bills, got to pay my mortgage. I got two crazy teenagers still at home that are getting more and more expensive, and I got to make money. So I need to go sell. So I got to keep producing. That's number one. Number two, I need to grow my agency. It's time to grow. I've been saying that for years. I know. And setback, right? So now it's comeback time. And you're a part of that. So if you are on the team, if you're on my team, my goal is I need you to grow. I've got to get you to grow, and we're going to do it. We're going to make 2024 our growth year. And I know some of you are already stepping in. Some of you are already in motion and growing, and that's awesome. We're going to keep doing that because I want to see everybody. And we want some regional managers on our team this year. I mean, come on, right? And a whole bunch of sales managers. But we want to end the year looking back and seeing our team grow double, triple, or even 4 times our number of what we are today. Because there's just too much opportunity, and there's too many people out there that need what we have. So we can't keep quiet about it. We've got to grow. That's number two. Number three, I really want to tighten up my systems and processes. Now, I feel like I have a pretty good handle on things, but I want to continue just, cranking that crank handle just a few more notches tighter. I want to leverage some tools online, starting to work through my CRM. So if anybody wants to learn more about what I do and how this all works, I'm an open book. So hit me up. But I'm really trying to get my processes and my systems down a little bit tighter. So there's always room for improvement. And, you've heard me talk about pockets, wasted time during the day. I was talking to myself that whole time. You just happen to get to listen. But I am not the world's best time manager, and I know I can be better. So that's one of my focuses. Number four, and this kind of leads in with number three because it's one of the tools that I'm going to be using, but I want to learn and maximize the use of AI. Okay. AI is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And it is still early. The early adopters are going to be the ones that benefit the most. How do you use AI as a life insurance agent? Well, I'm going to be talking more about that. I took a course over the holidays. I'm learning AI. I've been using it. Okay. I use it most days now as a life insurance agent. And it's phenomenal. Okay. Very cool stuff in AI that we can be using. And you're going to hear me talk more about it in the future because it's becoming a part of my brand and my business. And it's just it's there for those that want to step in and really take advantage of it. So I plan on doing that, and I plan on teaching all of you what I'm doing, what's working, and what I like, and all that fun stuff. So that's good stuff. Number five is I really want to build my brand on social media. I've been flirting with social media for a long time, and it's time that I really step it up and do better in that area. It's a big time commitment, and I haven't really figured out a schedule or a routine. Again, this goes back to my routines where it just fits in and it flows into my week. So this is an area that I've got to get better at, but I don't think we can afford to ignore social media in today's day and age, especially if we're trying to build our own brand, eventually create our own leads and generate our own clients. Okay, people do that. It just takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of know-how. So the best advice that I hear is from Gary Vee And I also like the advice from Brandon Bouchard. There's a lot of great mentors out there, but those guys talk about documenting your journey. And that's how you use social media. Don't always try and teach, and certainly don't always try and sell. Just tell the world what you're doing. And some posts are going to generate better than others. You watch all of it, you track the results, and you do more of what works. But basically, you're just documenting your journey. If you're brand new, people like to follow people's journeys. Just tell on social media what you're doing and tell what you're learning. Here's what happened today. Here's something I discovered. Here's something new that I learned. I got a client covered, or I learned this about children's policies, or whatever. You're just passing along information. So documenting your journey, that's the approach to social media that I hear generally works really well. Number 6, I got 2 more. Number 6, I want to write my second book. I already know what I'm going to write. I already have the title picked out, the URL reserved. And it's going to have to do with infinite banking, because that's a subject that I'm really excited and really passionate about. At some point down the road in the years to come, I really want to evolve my business into to that focus of infinite banking. So I feel like I'm still a student, and I really want to become a master at that. So, some of the behind the scenes things that I'm learning and studying, the books that I'm buying, a lot of it right now revolves around the fractional reserve banking system, learning about that and understanding why infinite banking is a good alternative to some of the traditional savings methods that we're all kind of just doing because that's how society teaches us. So I'm really interested in this subject. And my goal this year, before the end of the year, is to write my second book. I got the first book is Make Life Matter. I published it a couple of years ago. I give it to clients. It's a client gift. But my Infinite Banking book will be my second book this year that I'm going to do this year. So the last goal, though, this one's a bit of a doozy. There's a software idea that I have, software as a service, SaaS, that I want to create. And I really want to put it out there in the industry as a software that life insurance agents can use to be more successful. And you all will be my first line of defense in helping make that happen. So I'm a marketing guy. I always got new ideas that I'm stewing on. So welcome to my world. It gets a little crazy in here. But yeah, I'm going to be putting together software as a service, a membership subscription type of a software to help agents be more successful selling life insurance in an appointment. And that's really all I want to say about it for right now. But it's a goal that kind of scares me a little bit because I've never done anything even remotely like that before. I just know it's possible. So I'm figuring it out. And isn't that what goals are about? They're supposed to stretch us. They're supposed to take us to new horizons. So that's kind of where I'm at. And that's a little bit of a rundown of what's been going on upstairs in the crazy loft. And I hope that you've got some really great goals too. And I want to hear about them, because I am here. And your goal number 2, remember, is I'm growing my agency, and that's you. So I want to hear about your goals, and I want to hear where you want to be by December 31st. And then let's hit that game plan. We're not getting any younger, right? Life's too short. The one thing that I don't want is to get back or get on my in my deathbed and look back and think of all the things that I should have done, things that I backed out of because they were too hard or too time consuming or too expensive, or you name an excuse. You know what? For every excuse I give, I can go find a successful person that had 10 times the excuse and still did it. And that's what inspires me. So we need to stop telling ourselves I can't do it and start asking ourselves, how can I do it? Because the answer's there. The answers are there. If you have worked 2 or 3 years and haven't made it yet, it doesn't mean year number 4 has to be the same. At any time, life can change. Life changes when you make a decision. When you make a life-changing decision, that's when life changes. And you'll turn your setback year into a comeback year. So let's get after it. I hope this has inspired you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a part of the team. And let's go make 2024 the best year yet.